Welcome, everyone. It is almost the end of 2023. I am here with my youngest boy, and we
Yes.
are going to discuss our favorite movies of 2023. Our favorites, not like critically acclaimed bests of this year, just what we enjoyed. So I think we decided on five, right? Five
Yeah.
each.
Five top favorites and two honorable mentions.
I don't know what's on his list. He doesn't know what's on my
Oh.
list. Do you want to just get right into it? Get started?
Yeah, sure. So I'll
Wait, hold
start
on.
with.
Wait. Look,
Well, you
look.
said get right into it.
I know, but wait, hold
All right. Okay.
on. I'm going to create a banner. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to do this while you talk.
Okay. So I'll start with one of the top films of the year, which it might be my most favorite, but I know we're not really ranking them. Dark Harvest by
Oh,
David Slade.
hold on. Show it.
Wow, that's cool.
Listen, this is like the second time I've used this, so give me a break. It's kind of fun. So go ahead. That's on my list as well.
Yeah. So is that in your top films or honorable mentions?
No, it's in my top ones.
Yeah. I just had a fun time with it. I wasn't. You watched it first.
Did
You
I?
watched it. Yeah, you watched it with Bren.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then I watched it with a friend. We both really enjoyed it, and yeah, it was fun. I really liked the story and the I forgot the name of the pumpkin
Oh, wait, I wrote it down. The
thing.
Scarecrow
Yeah, you
Man.
wrote. Yeah.
Hold on. I need my readers. Hold
Okay.
on. Hold on. I did some research stuff. Sawtooth Jack.
Yeah, Sawtooth Jack. I really liked the design of it, and I liked that it looked practical for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that looked cool. The the gore looked all right. I mean, you can tell it's not really a high budget, like AAA kind of thing, but
But it didn't
it
need
was
to be.
it didn't need to be. Yeah, it was good. And I've seen it two times. I think you just watched it once.
Yeah, once. But this was the
Yeah.
type of horror movie that I would watch again, like during
Mhm.
Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that might be one of my favorite Halloween movies now.
It was on Shutter, I think. Wasn't it on
Okay.
Shutter?
Mm. I watched it on what was
Something else.
yeah, I watched it on something else.
Okay. Um, yeah, it takes place, I think, in the 50s.
Yeah. Yes.
There on Halloween, the teenagers are, I think, almost drafted, right? And they
Mhm.
have until the last tick of midnight to kill Sawtooth Jack.
Yeah.
And if not,
Yeah.
I think it doesn't it like open up hell or something. That's what they've told
No, no.
them.
So these teenagers are locked inside the rooms for 3 days, and Sawtooth
Oh
Jack
yes.
is in the cornfield, and they have to stop him before he reaches this church. Otherwise, there'll be another dust storm or dust bowl because they integrate that into the story, and it's like very 50s. Like you have the greasers, they got the leather jackets, and and then once they start hunting Sawtooth Jack, they just start killing each other too. So it's kind of just chaos all around.
Yeah, I forgot about the locking them in the room. So they lock the teenagers in their rooms. No food,
No food, no nothing.
no nothing for 3 days. So when they
Yeah.
come out, they're maniacs.
Mm.
Um, and it gets them all riled up to kill Sawtooth Jack.
Yeah.
We're not going to give out any spoilers
Yeah.
because I was like, by the end of the movie, I was like, what? Of course, your brother made fun of me because
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, duh.
We figured it out.
But, and then the person who does kill Sawtooth Jack is rewarded. It really surprised me. It didn't need to be a big budget film. It was fine though. It was done so well at whatever their budget was. It looked great. Sawtooth Jack looked wonderful. It was a nice combination of practical and CGI.
Yeah.
Good characters.
Yeah.
I think that's
It's
all
good.
I got on that one.
That's
And it was based on a novel.
yeah, by Norman Partridge.
Okay.
So he made that years
Have
ago.
you read it? Have you read that
No.
that story?
No.
Is it a full story or is it a short story?
I think it's like a full book.
Now, do you want to go 1 1 1 1 or do you want to just go down your list?
No, you can go.
Oh. Okay, so mine will be. Oh, and also with Dark Harvest, I would probably buy that one on Blu-ray. I think I
Okay.
would.
Do you think they have a 4K? Or is that too like
Oh, do they?
No, I was asking. Do you think they would have it, or since it's so kind of low budget ish,
Sure.
like
I mean,
yeah,
I could see a boutique label picking that one up,
that'd be
but
cool.
yeah, I'd just be happy with a regular old Blu-ray
Yeah.
on that one. Yeah, so my next one or my first one
Mhm.
is, well, what should we go with? I brought out some. Well, we'll go with this one. Now, this one really surprised me. It came out towards the beginning of the year. I know nothing about Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh
I
wow.
didn't I didn't play it. I know of it and I know, generally what it is. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, "Yeah, okay, this looks kind of lame." But it was just a fun adventure movie. The characters were good. It was just a good adventure. I don't know. It surprised me. Maybe it's because I'm kind of in the whole Lord of the Rings thing, and it was kind of a nice adventure with different characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good. And you know what's funny is I don't think this one did very well in the box office. And who are the one of the directors?
John
John
Francis Daly.
Yeah, John Francis Daly. So I mean, unfortunately, I do always go back to him being on Freaks and Geeks as a little boy, and I'm sure he's trying to like really get past that, but that's how I remember him. He also directed Game Night,
Mhm. Yeah.
which was one of my favorite comedies in the last I don't know how many years, which also didn't do very well. But I enjoy both of the movies that they've done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would give Dungeons and Dragons honor among
Among
thieves.
Thieves.
Yeah, and it's also they went to practical locations. They had a nice blend of practical effects, CGI. I think that's all I had to say about it. Let me double
Well, yeah,
check.
that was also on my top films list.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell
I
me, what are your thoughts?
well, I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah,
I've seen a bunch, and I also had a fun time. I I think, like you said, the characters really boosted it up. I liked all the characters, and
yeah.
it wasn't taking itself too seriously,
No,
and it was just a fun adventure. It was shot well. It wasn't shaky
hmm
or anything during the fight scenes. Like you know what's going on,
yeah.
and yeah. If Do you think they'll make another one?
I don't think so because it didn't. I
Yeah,
don't think it did super well at the box office.
yeah. Well, at least we have
So
this one.
yeah, this
Yeah,
that's fine. They did a bang up job.
yeah,
Uh, and I'm sure there were a lot of Easter eggs for
yeah.
people familiar
Probably.
with the game. The only thing I did recognize was towards the end of the movie, the characters from the cartoon
Mm,
they added, like live action, not like cartoon,
yeah,
but I was like, oh, I know that. So
yeah. They were like more exaggerated. Like they looked older, like the older version.
yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. All right, your turn. Go for it.
okay,
So wait, we
so yeah,
2 for 2 on our list.
yeah, because we had Dark Harvest and we had Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my goodness.
And
Okay, let me hear what's next.
I think I have two on here, which I don't know if you included.
Hmm.
So I'll go to this on top films, The Boogeyman by Rob Savage.
Okay, no, I didn't have
I'm
that
guessing,
one, but
yeah.
go ahead.
Because we saw this one in theaters, and I rewatched it with a friend. I didn't like as much that second time, but the first time it was really good. I had a lot of fun. I liked the. Well, are we doing spoilers for this?
No, don't do spoilers.
Um, okay. I liked the design of the creature whenever they showed it, or
Mm-hmm.
like when they showed it in the light more, because most of the time it's in the dark, and just the way they light the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I rewatched it. I just think
I haven't been keeping up on this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I had a good time with it. What did you think?
I thought it was okay. I mean,
It's
it
good.
was well
Yeah,
done, but it didn't knock my socks off.
yeah. I just think I put it on here because like it was one of the movies. Well, it was one of the top movies. It's a top movie because it's a top movie. Can I mention one that I don't have? That's like I'm not even gonna mention it. Otherwise,
Sure, go for it.
I was thinking about putting Evil Dead Rise on here, but I
Oh,
I
yeah.
enjoyed Boogeyman more, so I don't know. It was
That
that one
was
was
that was
okay.
this year, huh? I keep forgetting
That
that
was
Evil
this
Dead
year.
Rise
Yeah.
was this year. Okay. So I guess it's my turn. Okay, so my next one is going to be a documentary.
Okay.
Wait. Watch. A disturbance in the force. So this is a documentary regarding the Star Wars Christmas special, which only aired once way back in the day. And this is they talked to a ton of people in this, how it came about, what happened, kind of the process of why things turned out the way they did, and the reception of the show. It was really neat to go back to that time period, but also just to get a nice background on the special. It was done really well. I'm sure this is streaming, but I just picked up the Blu-ray. You should have you seen the Christmas special?
No.
Do you have any interest in seeing the Christmas special?
Uh, I heard it was really bad.
It's something.
Yeah.
It's it's bizarre, but you kind of get a better understanding of why things turned out the way they did after watching this. It's like, oh,
Okay.
okay, well, it makes sense. I mean, it's still bizarre, but it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll watch
Son, what is your next one?
it. I another one I don't. Maybe you'll have it. I don't think you'll have it.
Oh, I might.
Scream 6.
Oh no, I don't have that one.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
Sh-
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
So we all saw this one in theaters, whole family.
Yeah, we
Uh.
did.
And before that, well, you rewatched all of them, and I watched all of them for the first time because I hadn't seen them
Hmm.
before, and they were all. I think they all ranged from okay to like really good, and I think the only one I didn't like or my least favorite was the fifth one. I think that was 2020. That one I didn't like that much, and so but I still like tried to stay away from spoilers and all that for uh Scream 6 because I know
Hmm.
like once you know who it is or what the twist is and it's like okay, it's ruined. Um yeah, but had a really good time with this. I liked um the New York City setting
Hmm.
and
Yeah, I like that too. I
yeah,
mean, they didn't showcase it as much as I would have liked,
mhm,
but it was still cool, a different setting.
yeah. And so this was directed by I have it written down Matt Bettinelli Olpin and Tyler Gillett. I think they're also called Radio Silence, and they
Oh yeah.
directed Ready or Not, which came out a few years ago. I also saw that one. Did you
Mhm.
see that one?
What happened in that one? I don't remember.
This wife is being hunted down in like hide and seek in this mansion, kind of. It's kind of like a mansion.
Which is the one where the lady they're hunting the lady and she goes into town. She goes into this little like mom and pop shop and they're in on it too.
Oh,
And what's that one?
The Hunt.
Oh, The Hunt. That's the one
Yeah,
I've seen. I don't know what
that
this one is.
um, that one's different, but they directed that, and yeah, I think I thought that they used it well. I liked the ladder scene where they're trying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, they're. I'll just say they're like going across a ladder and it's really high up. I thought that was done well, and the the subway scene on the
Mhm.
train. They showed that in the trailers, and I think the only part of it I didn't really like or didn't like as much was the final act. I thought that was a little bit weaker than the rest.
Like when they
Which
get to the final location.
yeah,
Uh,
but I talk about it more, but I don't want to. If we're not doing spoilers, I can't
this
spoil
one
it.
we could probably do spoilers on because I
Okay,
think everybody who wanted to see Scream
they've
6 has
already
already
okay.
seen it.
Um, I okay. Well, I'll do spoilers on. I wasn't expecting it to be the the three like the whole cop family.
Mhm.
Um, and there's a few scenes in the end. I know I forgot his name. He's one of, like the core four, or they come up with a name, and he
Yeah,
gets
the core 4.
stabbed. He gets stabbed so many times,
Oh yeah,
and
that
then
guy, he should have been so
he
dead.
somehow lives
Yeah.
in the end. He's like, "Yay, I'm alive." I'm like, "Dude, you got stabbed so much, you'd be dead."
Yeah, he got shish kebabbed
Yeah,
and there's no way.
I'm like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting," and that came with the reveal of the two ghost faces, and they wiped their blades at the same time, and that was kind of cool. Um, but he should have been dead.
Mhm.
Uh, and then I know the older, I think they're sisters. The older sister, she has a gun, and the cop has a gun, but they decide to start charging at each other, and the cop just doesn't shoot her. Now, I'm pretty sure, he could have shot her, but maybe they were both out of ammo. But that was a little bit goofy.
Maybe.
That was a little bit goofy. Um, I did like the whole Ghostface museum. They had all
Oh,
the items from all the other movies. And that was cool to see.
that was cool to see if you don't think too hard about it. Because if you
Yeah,
really think about it, it's like, wait, how did they get all of this?
you could say the cop took all of it, but there's so many items in there relating to like these murders, and it's like nobody suspected. Oh, how like hundreds of these items, you know, went missing, and now they're all here.
Now, this next one we might have on the list, the
Yeah,
holdovers.
yeah, I have that on there too.
We just watched this a couple weeks ago and it was very good.
Hmm.
Very, very good. Paul Giamatti and hold on, I wrote his name down. Dominic Sessa played the young man who was there,
Yeah,
and I hope I'm saying her name right. Divine Joy Randolph. Um, she's the gal from Only Murders in the Building.
yeah.
All three of them, they're like the core three in the movie, and essentially the movie takes place over winter break 1970 at this real prestigious I think it's a high school, right? It's not
I thought it
college,
was a
it's high.
college.
I think
Is
it's
it high
high
school?
school,
Oh,
yeah. And sometimes there are some kids, for whatever reason, they Like they can't go home for Christmas time, so they're stuck at the school, and
Mm.
those are the holdovers. Um, and eventually, it just focuses on this one young man. So good, just the character development on all of them, even the kids that are only in the movie for a little bit, you get invested in them as well. What about you? What are some of your thoughts?
Yeah, I really liked it. Um, I wrote down more, and I did a review. There's multiple campuses that they filmed at,
Oh, did
and
they?
I don't think it ever felt like they were separate. It always felt consistent. Like I never thought it was multiple schools being filmed at. Like it always felt
Oh yeah, it
consistent.
was seamless. It was
Yeah.
seamless.
Um, I enjoyed all the characters. Like you said, the development of them was really good, and uh, just like Paul Giamatti realizing, nobody really likes him, and just his relationship with what was the actor's name?
Oh, the young man, Dominic
Yeah,
Sessa.
Dominic Sessa's character. They were all good, and
Hmm.
are we doing spoilers for this one or no?
No, because it's still a
Okay.
relatively new film, so let's not spoil
Um,
it.
yeah, it was just I really liked all the characters and the relationships, and the setting was nice. It was shot really well.
Oh my gosh, the low. It was filmed in Massachusetts, and just them filming there in the wintertime was almost a character in itself. It is so beautiful.
Mm,
Yeah, the characters, they have great chemistry. The core three had great chemistry together. And it's kind of interesting. Sometimes, I don't know, someone may think, oh well, these kids are going to a prestigious school and whatnot, and life must be so easy
mm,
for everyone there. But when in reality, everyone struggles with something,
yeah,
and you just kind of get to see what these uh, three particular characters are struggling with in their lives.
yeah,
Um, and how they kind of help each other. I mean, it sounds a little cheesy when I explain it like that, but it's just really well done.
yeah. It never felt cheesy.
No, it never felt cheesy.
No, it felt like they were real characters. They had their drawbacks, but they acted like how kids would act. Like they
Oh
were
yeah.
they were like one of the kids like threw this younger kid's glove. It's
Oh
like
yeah,
being
the
really
club scene.
rude, and it's all these characters kind of bouncing off each other, and it was really nice to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else about
No,
the holdovers?
no, that's all I got.
All right. Is it your turn or my turn? Why don't
It's
you
my
go?
yeah. So that's the top films that I have. So I'll move to the honorable mentions,
Oh,
which
okay.
I don't know if this one will be in your honorable mentions. I hope it is. Um, so this one is "No One Will Save You"
Okay,
by
no, that didn't make my honorable mentions, but it is good.
Brian Duffield. I don't know what else he's made, but yeah, we saw the trailer for this one a while ago, and we were both excited to watch it. And then it came to Hulu, and it's a very odd movie. I'll say that. I just wasn't
Yeah.
expecting where it was going to go.
Mm.
Um, I think the first 30 minutes it plays that more straightforward, where it's kind of just a more simple, like alien invasion story, and then it gets weirder later on. But I really like those first 30 minutes. It's really dark because it's at night, but you always know like what the character's seeing. You always relate with the character, and that's impressive because uh, there's almost like no words spoken throughout. It's always grunting or I like
But it
she's
works.
afraid. It works, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel weird. It feels like it was thought out before. It wasn't just like, okay, let's put this in just
Hmm.
so they don't talk. Um, I liked the different looks of the aliens. They all looked good. I liked the main actress. I forgot her name, but she was very good, especially since she had to kind of just act with her face. She couldn't really
Yeah.
speak much. Um, I think after the 30-minute mark, that's where it kind of went a little bit downhill for me. I still enjoyed it a lot, but I think, are we doing spoilers this one? I think people had enough time to see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think there were so many parts where I thought it would end. So you had like the copy of her stabbing her. I thought it might have ended there. I thought it might have ended when she got lifted into the spaceship. And
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's not any of those. It's where she's dancing with the other people in the town who are being controlled by aliens, and then there's UFOs in the sky, and it ends like that. And I by that point I was just like so out of it. I didn't know what was going on. Yeah,
It
I think
does
we both
get
were.
it gets bizarre.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
But they
But
did a great job with it.
yeah.
I mentioned last video we did, it's some of the best kind of alien peekaboo scares I've ever seen, where the alien is in the house
Mhm.
and she's trying to stay away from it.
Yeah.
And it's shot really well.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a fun time with it. Yeah. That's all I have to say about it.
Okay. All
What do you
right.
got?
I still have one more in my top 5
Okay.
that I did not talk about. Hold on, I'm going to create a banner for it. Okay, so my last movie in my 2023 favorites is Godzilla minus one.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm surprised that you did not add that. You
No, I
as much?
I was thinking about doing it. I had thing is like it was so well done,
Mm-hmm.
and I really had a fun time. But I liked the other ones more.
Uh, Godzilla minus one was wonderful.
Mm,
It was wonderful. It took everything seriously. I think it was made for like $15 million.
wow.
And what they did with that, I mean, they just put a beautiful movie up on the screen. This is so cliche, I know, but if it's still playing near you, go check it out on the biggest screen. It is amazing. The look of Godzilla, if you've seen the trailer, I think they show that scene where he's kind of like floating, not floating, but like
Yeah.
he's kind of half above water
Yeah.
and he's chasing them in their boat. Oh, it looks so good, and it's very intense,
Mhm.
and they don't hold back on killing people.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
they treat it seriously. It's just very different. Like Toho, they put out a movie like this, and then you see a trailer for something like
yeah.
Godzilla and
Mhm.
Kong, the new one,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks so horrible compared to this other one.
Um,
But I mean, the acting was solid, the storytelling was solid, everything was really good about it. That's what I
um,
got. It has heart. I love that it
yeah.
had heart.
I Yes, we both saw this, and Brendan came too. Uh, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked that you saw like how Godzilla affected. They said like they're rationing food, and it's just all the side effects Godzilla has on these cities.
Mm,
Um, and Godzilla looks really good. I think I wasn't expecting the atomic breath
mm.
scenes because those were like nukes going off, which is a little bit different than how they do it in like the 2014 Godzilla. All the characters were really really good. I was invested in the story, and yeah, is really good. The score was very good, especially there was this a song near the ends where the main character's in a plane shooting at Godzilla.
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
one was really good, and yeah, I had a good time with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the score is it really adds to the movie. You should have another honorable mention if
Yeah,
I'm
I,
not.
I have one more honorable mention, and then the rest is yours. So, I watched this not too long ago. I have Infinity Pool by Brandon Cronenberg.
Now, from what you told me, maybe you shouldn't have watched
That
that.
is a weird movie. Um, First off, I do want to start. I know uh, Brandon Cronenberg also made Possessor, which I want to watch. This is a weird movie. I'll say that again. Uh, so it's about this writer, and he has like a writer's block, so he decides to go to this really fancy it's not like an ocean resort. He decides to go to this resort, and this she's like an actress, or she's an actress for like commercials or infomercials, um, and that character's played by Mia Goth, and I think she was in some
Oh,
other movies.
yeah, the Pearl and
Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't seen those. An accident happens, and all these all these characters, because it's more than just the two characters I mentioned. All these characters kind of just go into a downward spiral the whole movie. You get to see the main character doing a lot of things I'm guessing you would normally do. I'll say that.
Okay.
Um,
I heard some things.
yeah. Uh, it like the whole, I can't really say much. I can say some other stuff. It was shot really well, and I don't know where this was filmed, but it looked really good wherever they filmed it.
Okay.
Um, all the performances were good too. Yeah,
Okay. Awesome. Well, I guess I have my two honorable mentions now.
yeah.
The first one, laugh if you want. Laugh, laugh, laugh if you want. The Pope's
Oh,
Exorcist.
yeah.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's all Russell Crowe and his performance that makes it. Uh, but it was really good. He plays. Who does he play? He plays. Hold on. The chief exorcist of the Vatican, and does a great job. The young man who plays the possessed child, he did a really good job.
Mm.
I really don't have much more to say than that. I just thought it surprised me, and it's something that I've watched a few times now.
Uh, yeah. I didn't have as much fun as you did. I was really liking it up until I think it got more. It got less serious. It just got really like supernatural. I guess I don't know if that's the right word. Um, because I kind of thought it would just be more like straightforward, played more seriously. And it wasn't. That's fine.
No, I thought
Uh,
at the very end it got serious.
yeah. Oh yeah, they have the underground
Yeah, that
uh
part.
like that Vatican uh, exorcist club. I thought that was a bit weird, but
Duh.
if they have a sequel, then they know where to go. Wherever they shot the house at the main like house, that looked really good. You saw just like all the parts of it, and that was really cool.
Yeah, very
It
pretty location.
Yeah, it reminded me of, I don't know if you saw the show Lock and Key, Lock and Key.
No, I didn't
Yeah,
see it.
I saw the first season. I think most of the first season, um, and that also kind of has a uh, main haunted-ish house. And yeah, I thought it was fine. I didn't love it.
Fair enough. And then um my last honorable mention is Gran Turismo.
Oh yeah, okay.
Another movie that uh I was not expecting anything.
Yeah.
I really wasn't. It's based on the video game, the PlayStation video game.
Mhm.
And I thought, well, it's just going to be another crappy, video game movie. I had heard good things, but I was like, eh. Sure enough, that darn movie was pretty darn good. The characters were good, the acting was well done, the driving sequences, I mean, of course they're going to throw in CGI this and that, but they also had to have practical driving sequences. But really for me, on top of that was the heart of the story and the relationship between the young man and his father. That's something I wasn't expecting, and it was just very sweet.
Yeah.
And it's based on a true story. I don't know how true the film sticks with it, but I got to give it props. It was pretty darn entertaining.
Yeah. I never played the Gran Turismo games, but I had a really good time with it. I wasn't. I think I came into it with really low expectations because another video game movie which came out I think last year, Uncharted. Have
Oh
you
yeah,
seen that?
yeah. No.
Um, I played all the games so much, and the first time I saw that movie, I was really disappointed. And now I've rewatched it a few times, and I kind of accept it just as like a fun action adventure movie. I can't really think of it as an Uncharted movie.
Okay.
So I came into Gran Turismo thinking, like you said, it's another video game movie.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it was like I just did not expect at all to like these characters. And I really got invested in, the main. I forgot his name. The main
I don't
character's
know.
story, and you have the actor from Stranger Things. Um,
Wait, the who? Oh, the sheriff.
the sheriff, yeah, and their relationship, and that was really nice. You had the driving scenes. I like that you could see uh, like the deconstruction of the car and
Yeah.
his thinking process when he's driving.
It was really clever the way they did that.
Yeah, and some of the crash scenes were really well done. I wasn't expecting
That
some
one in
some of the stuff that
particular.
happened to happen. Yeah.
Also the young man's parents. So there's the dad and
Mm.
then the mom. And I was looking at the mom the whole movie. She's not really in it that much. And I'm like, yeah, she looks familiar, but like I didn't think too much about it. And then in the end credits, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's who that is. I won't spoil it. See if you can figure out if you haven't seen it yet.
Is she
It's just
in?
a little side note.
Is she in a different movie?
No.
Or
Well, yes, technically, but no.
you'll have to tell me because I don't. I
I'll
don't
tell
think
you
I.
when we're done. It
Okay.
won't even really make any difference to you because you won't
Okay.
remember it. I
Honorable.
cheated. I cheated.
You've won more.
I did, but it's not from this year. Well, it's something we did this year.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm gonna type a banner. Okay, so my last honorable mention is a cheat, I know, but it was probably my favorite theater going experience of the year,
Okay.
and that was The
Oh.
Shining
Yeah.
at the historic Crest Theater in downtown Fresno. I will put in a picture of the theater. It's the same one I showed last time. It was just it's an old theater in downtown that was like a church, and it was like abandoned, and it was I don't know what. It was like 12 different things. And now they show older movies on Friday and Saturday nights, $5. They have little treats you can buy, and then you go and you watch the movie on a bigger screen. It's not a huge screen, but it's still a lot of fun. Really nice experience. Old theater. I Who did they say owned it at one time? Mel Brooks?
I don't remember.
I think it was Mel Brooks owned it at one point in time. And it was just we just went. It was our first time there and it was really fun. So
Mm.
that's my secret honorable mention, was seeing The Shining. That's right. I
Yeah,
cheated.
yeah, I wasn't expecting you to put that. Yeah, that was fun. It has been a while since I've seen The Shining, so it was nice to see it in a theater. And the theater had like you know it's not a normal theater. Like the walls are super wide, and there's designs in the ceiling, and it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's an old
Yeah,
theater.
and we didn't even mention the movie itself. It's a good movie.
Oh yeah.
It's a
No,
great
it
movie.
really is. And it's it's like an older stadium seating, where you are seated at an angle, but the theater seats themselves, like if you're over, I don't know, 6 foot two,
Yeah.
your knees are gonna be crushed into the seat in front
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like sit to the side or something, but it's not really crowded.
Yeah.
It's just a really good time.
Yeah. They had the special. I think they do this for every movie. They have special drinks or special treats.
Yes, yes,
And
they create a
yeah,
special non-alcoholic drink.
yeah. We got Sprite or 7 Up, and you have like a not a foam. What was it? It was like Cool Whip on
Wasn't
top.
Yeah, but wasn't there
Yeah.
like a red something or other in there? Because it was the
Yeah, there
red
was
rum
something in
drink.
red. Or there's like red like stuff they put in freezes.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, but it's neat. They come up with fun little drinks for themed drinks for each
Yeah.
movie. And
They do a lot of movies too. They were doing like uh Monster. It's a Monster Club. No, it's not
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad. Yeah, they did Monster Squad, Shining, Beetlejuice. A ton of different movies.
Yeah, I mean, really anything. I don't know. Maybe they hit the 2000s, early 2000s, but usually it's like that and older.
Yeah,
That's all I got,
it
son.
was fun. I had a movie I wanted to mention, but I don't know if it's not honorable mentions or anything. It was just since we're talking about video game movies, I wanted to mention the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so this was a really big. Gonna sound cheesy. It was a really big movie. Like, not for me really, but my friends were really interested because they were fans of the series. I never played any of the games, uh, but I was still excited to see this one. I watched the movie with some friends for the first time while it was on. I think it was on Peacock.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it went to Peacock, so I watched that with some friends. Um, I had a really fun time. I know reception to the movie has been kind of mixed. So you have the fans of video games, and it's not like some people say it's not like accurate to the games, or they went too soft with it because it is PG-13, and some really bad stuff happens. So some fans wanted it to be R, and me personally, I didn't really mind that it was PG-13. I just had a fun time with it. I don't think it was the greatest thing ever. It might not even be the greatest like video game movie ever for me, but
Hmm.
yeah, I had fun with it. I liked I forgot the main actor's name, but he hasn't really been in anything else since the last Hunger Games movie. That's what I remember him from.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
There's
was
the
like
third
years
kid.
ago. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Um, and the practical machines or the suits for the animatronics, those looked very good. The like the set design and how faithful it was to the game. I saw some like comparison photos online, and it looked really accurate.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I knew of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I had no idea how horrific that story is.
Yeah.
Stuff like that bothers me. But I mean, it was, I could tolerate it in this, but very sad. My
Mm.
gosh. But I agree with you. You know, the creatures and stuff, they looked good. Um,
Yeah.
it was fine. You know, it's not, yeah, it's not really my
Yeah.
thing, but they seem to do a really good job with it.
Yeah. And the animatronics were made by the Jim Henson
Oh,
studio or whatever, and
uh-huh.
they've done bajillion like movies. They always look good, so it's no surprise that these looked great too.
Now, are there any movies you are looking forward to next year?
I think they're doing a second Batman. I think
Oh, is
Matt
that next
Reeves.
year?
I don't know if it's next year. It might be 2025, maybe.
Mm,
I Love Lies Bleeding. That's an A24 movie.
okay.
That looks really good. I think that's coming out next year. Boy Kills World. Same actor who's in Infinity Pool. For his
Hmm.
name. That looks good. I'd have to check Letterboxd for the watch list movies. I don't know all of them off the top of my head.
No, no, neither do I. I know Dune, the second Dune is
Oh
coming
yeah,
out,
that looks
so I'm
good.
looking forward to that. The new Ghostbusters, I'm very curious about this one.
Mm,
We'll see. I like that this is going to be apparently a new story, you know, that it doesn't have to do with like Zool or anything like
mm.
that. Um, so that'll be interesting. The one thing that kind of worries me a little bit about the new Ghostbusters movie is all the characters.
What'd you think of Afterlife, the newer one, newest one?
Yeah, you know what? I thought it was fine until it just became a total retread of the first
Yeah,
one.
yeah. The last 30-40 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was doing okay. It was kind of chugging along, and then it hit what scene?
There's uh the
Was it
Walmart
the
scene.
it hits the Walmart
That
scene
was
and
weird.
then
Yeah.
it's like someone else came in and edited the movie and like they changed directors and they're like, "All right, you're doing this first half and you're doing this second half." And it just totally it kind of lost me the second half, but I know a lot of people complained about the very end. I didn't mind it. I thought it was a nice way to end the film. Um, now here's a super picky gripe, super picky because I've seen, as you know, I've seen the original Ghostbusters 8 trillion times. The lack of original score for
Mm.
Afterlife bothered me because there were so many original movie like cues and like little bits and pieces in there and I'm like, "Oh, that's from that. That's from that scene. That's from that scene." So, I really would have liked to have seen an original score. And then maybe towards the end when the original Ghostbusters come back, okay, maybe you're going to rely on uh the old score a little bit.
Mm.
I know it's super nitpicky.
I liked Afterlife though. I okay. I know you're totally not going to agree with it. I think I had more fun with Afterlife than I did any of the others.
Hey, that's cool.
Um,
Like that it's all good.
when you you bring up the second half, I'm like, I remember the second half. I just remember how weird it was.
Yeah.
It was very weird. But the first half, I liked the whole small town feel,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and characters I liked. I'm not really excited for the new one, but it might be
Yeah,
good. Who knows?
no, it might be. That's
Well,
it. That's all I
that's
got.
it.
Is there anything else you're looking for? Oh no. You said that
Uh,
was it.
New Conjuring. You know that? New Conjuring? Fourth
Okay.
one?
Uh,
Yay.
it might, hey, I hope they do a good job with it. It's just this last one, the Red Door one.
Wait,
It
no,
might
that's
be.
different. That's
What
different.
was that?
That was Insidious. This is
Oh,
Conjuring.
crap. What was the last Conjuring movie?
The Devil Made Me Do It?
Oh, that one was crap.
Really? I thought it was okay.
Wait, isn't that the one where they had to go and they saw the guy and he lived in or he had all this stuff in the basement? Which one is that? Insidious?
That's Conjuring. Yeah, you got that right.
I didn't like that one.
Oh. Uh,
Wait, Conjuring. Okay, Conjuring 1
yeah.
is
Go in the house.
the one in the house. Conjuring 2 is the one in England,
The one in the house. They're all in the house.
but it was in England.
It was in England.
That's how I remember it. Conjuring
Uh,
3.
3 was like their relationship.
Did they go into that house that was near a waterfall
Yeah.
or
Yes. Yeah.
okay, that one I didn't like.
Well,
And this new one, I think it's gonna wrap up the everything. I think.
Okay.
So Insidious is the Red Door.
Yeah.
Oh, these damn movies. Come on.
I'll mention this one. It's already out, but I don't. It looks good. Late Night with the Devil. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's a live broadcast of a late night talk show in 1977 goes horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living rooms.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That sounds spooky.
looks good. I might watch that. Yeah, it's Dune 2. Looking forward to
Mhm.
that. Nosferatu with Robert
Oh,
Eggers.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. And I still need to watch Witch. I haven't seen that yet. Ooh,
It's good. It's gross.
Uh,
Not like well, I mean some of it's like gnarly gross, but it's spooky gross.
and Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, that one I'm looking forward to.
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. What's that one called?
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Okay. I like those.
That's it.
All right. Well, thank you everyone. Let us know what your favorite movies of 2023 were down below if you want. You don't have to. And we hope everyone had just a lovely 2023, and we're wishing you a happy new year. Anything you want to say?
No, I just hope I hope we get a good year of movies. This was a fairly solid year.
Yeah.
But you got some big releases coming out 2024. So hopefully they're good.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, everyone, and we will catch you next time.